We're drinking buddies. We're drinking buddies. We're drinking buddies. We're drinking buddies and we like to drink. We're drinking buddies. We're drinking buddies. We're drinking buddies. We're drinking buddies and we like to drink. We're drinking buddies and we like to drink responsibly.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Brian Roberts, and as always, my good friend
Harry Thomas, and good evening.
This is Drinking Buddies. So welcome. This is episode 33B. Am I right? That's right. So last week we had our good friends Chris and April here to help share an event with us. And what did we do last week? We did
a tequila and squirt at the suggestion of one of your friends.
That's right. And as a matter of fact, we named it the Squirtilla while we were there, but my friend Ricardo wrote back on Facebook and said he preferred, because apparently grapefruit in Spanish is taranja or taranjo.
Yeah.
Taranja. So taranja and tequila would be a TNT. And then I thought, because he was like, drinking tequila quickly will get you quick, that I figured we should call it the time bomb. Because over time it's going to get you.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, well now we're going to do a little a play on this, a version of this. What are we doing?
Well, when you mentioned about the tequila and squirt, and which I think we agreed is a nice refreshing drink, especially in warm weather.
Yep.
And I said that my office partner in Salt Lake City and I used to put bourbon in squirt.
Nice.
And we won't go into a lot of detail on that.
What happened after the bourbon and squirt was nice. But we're going to go for some serious bourbon this time, right?
So bourbon and squirt, and we are using Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
Bullet
Bourbon, B-U-L-L-E-I-T, bourbon. They also make a very fine rye. So we're going to use 1 jigger or 1.5 ounces in each of these. I just found out the other day one of my other favorite bourbons is Woodford's Reserve.
Indeed.
And I just found out, I think it was yesterday or the day before, that the Woodford Reserve also makes a rye. And I had no idea.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to get some of that. And if Woodford Reserve, if you're out there watching us and you'd like to send us some rye so that we can test it live on the air, feel free. We would love to test that for you.
We would. So we're going to use our 2-to-1, two mixers to 1 spirit, and so as to keep things as even and straight and reproducible as we can.
Yep. And as a matter of fact, our friend Ricardo told us he prefers, when we're making this drink, to obviously lean heavily on alcohol. So he would not go 2-to-1. He would probably go 1-to-1. Or maybe 1-to-2.
Yeah, he mentioned in the notes on Facebook, but that's okay.
It's all good.
It's all good.
All right.
But we're gonna do this because we're gonna stir it.
We want to compare, what it would be like between the two, and I agree. All right. Are we ready?
So simple drink again, just like last week. It's just one mix and 1 spirit.
Smells great.
Cheers.
Cheers. Let's see what we got.
Bourbon.
So
bourbon is so good.
I agree.
So cheers, everybody. We'll have a taste.
Oof. So this, not a squirtilla.
It hits you a little harder, doesn't it?
It does. I you know what though? I have to say,
I like the flavor. It's got a
it's got a
great
good flavor.
There's a little more flavor than with the tequila.
Yeah. And I think, if we were using a better tequila or even I don't know, it just depends on the flavor of the tequila itself. But I have to say, I do prefer the bourbon, and it's good. But we can't call it a squirtilla. I guess squirtin' is the only, because we got bourbon.
And there are, among me too, you're putting good bourbon in.
Right. That's true. We have committed somewhat of a crime here by putting 10-year-old bullet bourbon in with some squirt. But I gotta say, it's good.
Yeah.
It's a good drink. So
it is a good drink.
obviously,
so cheers
to you, sir. Very good. Sir. obviously, try it out. Tell us what you think. If you have some sort of variation on this theme, please let us know. We'd love to try it out for you.
And maybe you can use you can use some different whiskeys. You don't have to use a really good bourbon.
Right.
I might have grabbed a bottle that looks an awful lot like mouthwash.
Yeah. If you haven't heard the story,
Oh my gosh.
it's a great story, and it's playing out in our life right now. So when you go on a cruise ship, you're not allowed to bring alcohol. It's kind of rule number one. They sell alcohol on
You
the
can
ship.
bring wine, but you and 2 bottles per person, but you can't bring alcohol.
You can't bring hard alcohol.
Hard alcohol.
Hard liquor. So Harry's wife Faye, back when she was alive years ago, she would go on cruises with her friends, and so in order to bring along her spirits, she would take a thing of Listerine, which, if you know Listerine from back in the day, it was brown, and she would empty out the Listerine, fill it up with her flavor. What was her flavor?
VO or Cigarette 7,
Nice.
and she and her traveling buddy used to,
Right. So you can come on board with Listerine bottles in your luggage, and voila. So the funny thing is, at the end of the month, I'm going on a cruise with Paula and Veronica, and so we're going to do the exact same thing. We were wondering if you had some spare bottles for us. So anyway.
Obviously, wash the Listerine.
Wash, absolutely. But hey, again, we here at Drinking Buddies are always. All right, so we had a little trouble with our other camera, as we did, I think, last time as well. So we've got it all together now, and we missed the one final thing that we had to say. Please drink responsibly. We're excited that you're here. We hope to see you next week, and we will see you next week on
Drinking Buddies.
Drinking Buddies. See you guys
And
later.
good evening, everybody, and have a great day. And here's to our country, since tomorrow is the 3rd.
That's right.
And Saturday
Oh.
is the 4th.
Well, you know what? Today, July the 2nd,
That
is
is
Independence Day.
the day that they actually signed the
That's
document.
right. They actually signed on the 2nd. We celebrate on the 4th because that's when they published it. So anyway, enjoy it. Have a fantastic 4th of July, and we will see you, because you're going to be drinking responsibly on the 4th, just like we will.
Yep.
We'll see you after the weekend. See you next week on Drinking Buddies.
I'm Drinking Buddies.